wall clock hanging in the lecture room shows 4 p.m., denoted that class is over. Sophia instantly brings out her mirror, adds lipsticks to her lips, and closely looks at herself. Her hair is pulled back into a bun, and her cheeks are flushed. She's a rosy-cheeked and stunning girl that will be very sure to catch many eyes. I'm walking toward her. God, you have looks to die for. Is there an even that I'm not aware of? Sophia dabs her lips, putting the finishing touches on her looks.
Thank you very much, sweetie. Now, I'm getting ready for my date.
She returns her smile to me as though I am pleased to see her.
Isn't it true that I'm pretty cute?
Totally. Somebody from our class? Sophia packs her belongings. She misses the question, though she heard the words rushing by me.
Sorry?
I said, is your boyfriend from this class someone I know?
No. It's likely a blind date.
What is their idea?
Why? What's the big deal about it?
My dear, it's a blind date. Blind dates nowadays are extremely scarce. Do you really have no idea why?
Because the risk that one of the pair is a psycho? You have been watching a lot of drama.
Well, somehow true, but that's not the only thing. For whatever reason it might be, blind dates always turn out to failures, and so faded out from style years ago.
Come on, sweetie. I mentioned it is a blind date, not a dumb date. Look, I have been having conversations with this dude via Instagram for 3 years. And I don't even know he's also a student at this university too. Interesting, right? The date isn't as hopeless as you think.
Whoa, you've been chatting with that guy for 3 years but never met him in person? Are you serious? How can you do that?
Yes, I'm serious.
So now, why are you meeting your virtual mate now? How could you fall in love with him without even meeting him? You've never seen his look, do not even know anything about him, and yet you've built a relationship with him? What exactly are you? A girl with a lot of estrogen?
Hey, we had a conversation. And when you chat to someone, you learn a lot about them. Same way as I did. He's knowledgeable, competent, and helpful. He has been by my side in the hardest moments, and I have just fallen in love with him. He's a mate I have never had yet, have always wished for. And this is the right moment.
Oh really? It would be great if I got to see him too. Sophia is sitting around waiting for her boyfriend while I'm sitting in the corner of the cafeteria in order not to be noticed by the guy. Sophia is painted with excitement and enjoys playing with the teaspoon and glass on the table in front of her. She casts a fleeting peek at the cafeteria front entrance to survey the students who come in, with emotions and gestures, wondering, is he the one? I could see the guy's backside. My eyes follow him as he walks into the cafeteria. Once inside, he looks around and notices that the tables that are filled either have couples or a large group of people. Only one table had a single girl, his girl. Sophia, on the other hand, fails to recognize him at any level and continues with her current activities. When he comes to stand in front of her, she glances up at him with a liberated confidence.
Hi, you are Sophia, right? I'm Noah.
Unfortunately, her smile vanished in a second. She managed to make a fresh, dull smirk, masking her disappointment. As she stands up, Noah rushes forward to offer her a hug.
And now we are together. Nice to meet you, darling.
Noah squeezed Sophia in a long, tight hug. Sophia's face appears numb and dead during the hug.
You are so adorable. I've never seen anyone as beautiful as you.
Sophia and Noah are seated at a table in the cafeteria for dinner. There are drinks in front of them, and there are fruits too. A close-up of Sophia's face reveals that she is not pleased. She sits as if she is an embodiment of sadness, a despair that stems from bitter disappointment. She takes a sip of apple juice from a glass.
You look stressed. Is there anything that bugging you? You seem disturbed for the entire evening.
No, nothing. I'm okay. I'm really enjoying my meal.
Sophia seems to force a fake smile. The guy seems not to be chewing on the words.
Is this date the cause of your displeasure? If anything didn't go as planned, please let me know and I will make it right.
This night is lovely and I am appreciating every second of it. It's just great, believe me.
Noah takes Sophia's hand in the most romantic ways imaginable.
Not as lovely as you, and nothing as great as you. You have no idea how I am happy to have met you. This is far beyond my expectation. It's a huge blessing to have a sweetheart like you. I love you.
He tightens his grasp. Sophia looks very uncomfortable at the moment. She twitched.
I need to go to the restroom.
Sophia rushes out of the cafeteria by the back exit. She's about to cross the street, but some thought stops her, and she walks near a giant glass window to have a look inside the cafe. She watches Noah sit alone at the table, clenching his neck, waiting for his girl to return from the restroom. She'll never return. She sighed and shook her head, and I followed her right after that.
Am I a bad girl?
What happened? Did he dump you?
The thing is that when I actually saw him in reality, after 3 years of waiting, after those fascinating chats, I realized that his looks were not as great as his character.
Sophia walks along the quiet, dark street. Her blue jacket isn't thick enough to keep her warm at night. She wraps her arms around herself.
I am now ashamed to admit that I can't even go out in public with him because, let's face it, I'm fairly pretty and I believe being with him makes me seem ugly.
Sophia is continuing to walk down the lonely path. Her speed is determined. Her decisions are carried out. Her guilt manifests itself. She put an abrupt end to what will have tormented her for the rest of her life. He will wait. He will be disappointed. He may cry, but he will eventually leave. He was going to give up and never return. And she will constantly wonder to herself, am I a bad girl?